of July. It's not Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas. Our heritage is the laws of God. You got that one, Sirach? Read that real quick. Let's find out what our real heritage is as a people, sis. Watch this. I'm going to show you this right here, sis. Because you agree with me, like you said. We got to go to Ancestry.com. We got to go to Google to find out who our real family are. Watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 24, and verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage.
You understand that, sister, in the car right there, the white Chevy? What is your heritage, sister? What's your heritage? What's your race, if I was to ask you that? What would you say?
I'm black, but my family Muslim.
Do you know where the word black comes from? Who gave us that term? Our slave masters gave us the term black because they think that everything black is terrible or evil. They call themselves white because white is associated with pureness. You understand that? Give me that in Psalm 49. When they took us over in slavery, they gave us different names. Negro, African, all type of stuff. Read that real quick. That's a video, sis, for our protection. Read that. Our heritage is not regular. We're not regular black. We're not African American. You understand that, brothers? What's your heritage? Come here real quick. Everybody listening, you gotta ask yourself, what is my heritage?
We're the Jews. We're the Jews.
That's right. We are the real Jews. That's our heritage. Read that in Psalm 49. Because you gotta ask yourself, right? If you do a job application, young brother, what's your name? James. If you do a job application, what you gonna put in there as your race? What you gonna put? White, black, what you gonna put? Black. Where does the term black come from? Where's the land of black? Where can I go to find black?
This one or no?
Where is it at?
This one's charged?
You don't know, right? That's why our history is lost. Our history is lost. Sister, you hear that? He said he can't find the land of black.
A little bit when I
Let's watch this. Read this Psalm 49. I'm going to show you why.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49, and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
So guess what? Before black, it was African American. That comes from two different white men, sister. The term African American is two different white men. Leos Gibeus Africanus, he was a Roman general. Amerigo Vespucci was an Italian navigator. Are we white? No. Are we Italian? No. They gave us those names. Let's find out our real names. Go back to Jeremiah 17:4. So we're gonna ask ourselves, what is my real heritage? Because in school, right? Y'all in school, right? What they teach us? Black History Month, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey. But before that, we don't know where we come from, sis. And that's a problem. That is a problem according to the Bible. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
You see that? God said he would, his people, the ones on this side, would discontinue from their heritage. What is our real heritage? We have been discontinued for our disobedience. You understand that? Our disobedience is sin. Go to Deuteronomy 28:15. The reason that we don't listen, when we don't listen to God, he's not dealing with us. Y'all go to church at all? Y'all go to church, right? What are some things you gotta do to be obedient to God? How do you be obedient to God, brother? Right there. You said you go to church, right? Let's talk about it. Huh? You stopped going? How about you? How do you be obedient to God? You don't go no more either? All right, listen, these are things you should know in church. Sister with Insurance Wireless. How do you be obedient to God? Do you know, sis? All right, she's not worried. Let's watch, let's find out. I'm gonna show you, sis. Just listen, watch it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So Israel, the people on this side, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, you are the Israelites according to the Bible. All right, the Bible says Israel, you, my brother right here, you, my sister right there. The Bible is addressing you right now because you are on this side. Your people are in this book. You understand the Bible is not a white man's book? It's a book about y'all, it's a book about us. And God requires something of us. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God.
Y'all fear God? You fear God? You fear God? Okay, good. That's step one. Read.
to walk in all his ways.
You walk in God's ways. You walk in God's ways? You walk in God's ways. How do you walk in God's ways? Prove it. See? Church is supposed to teach you that. Church is supposed to teach you that. All of us say we're Christians. All of us say we love God, but how we walk in his ways, we don't know. Y'all in the right spot, y'all in the right place to learn these answers. We're going to give you solutions. Read.
And to love him.
And to love God. Y'all love God, right? Y'all love God? Okay, good. Watch this.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So I'm going to show you something right now. To love God, to fear God, to walk in his ways, there's something that you got to do. I'm going to show you how you actually prove it. Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To keep what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's how you love God. That's how you fear God. That's how you walk in his ways. To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To keep the commandments. Young brothers, right? What is that, a female y'all waving at? Right, watch this. How old are y'all? Huh? 13, 15, 12. Guess what? Y'all should be focusing on doing the right thing. Y'all should be focusing on God. Y'all should be focusing on your life. Women should be the last thing in your mind right now. You understand that? That's how I can prove to y'all that y'all really not walking in God's ways. See, I said y'all was. You right there. You said you was walking in God's ways, right? You said you love God, right? What does God say about sex? But we don't talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Yes, it's time to talk about it. What does God say about sex? You, with the black shirt, what's your name? Tyshawn, what does God say about sex? Is it okay to have sex outside of marriage? No, but y'all was just calling the sister over. You know why. We know why. You see what I'm saying? We got to be real about these things. And guess what? It might be funny, but guess what? How many of y'all grew up with a father? You grew up with your father, how about you? No, you? Your father's in your life right now? Guess what? I didn't. He didn't. Your brother right here. So this should hit home for you. Guess what? The fact that we have sex out of wedlock is one of the reasons we don't have fathers in our homes. You know, that's the main reason. And we don't have fathers in our homes, guess what? We're not taught the right things. We don't taught discipline.
That's right.
That's a leading cause of our community's destruction. It's single parent households. Give me that Hebrews 13:4. You know what I want. The fact that sex is on your mind at the age of 13, 12, 14, that's a problem. That means y'all were taught the wrong way. That's later on in life. You don't even, how many of y'all got jobs right now? You got a job, how about you? You got a job? So, how can you, say if you get a woman pregnant right now, my brother right here, you can't take care of that child.
Bring it up.
So you should probably keep it in your pants, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see, how many of y'all live with your parents still? As you should. You get a woman pregnant, you gonna move into your mama house?
Nope.
What you gonna do?
Nope.
You don't know, so you probably should keep it in your pants. Listen to what God said, watch this.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
This is what God says for young men who think that casual sex is okay. Listen up, this is for y'all. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable. In the sight of God, right? It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what your friends think. They want to have respect with God, right? If God said, Tyshawn, I don't respect you, you think that your life is going to be okay? No. The only way to get respect from God is keeping his commandments. So if you ain't doing it, you're going to be on God's bad side. You don't want to be on the bad side of God. The Bible is nothing weak about the Bible. Nothing weak about God, bro. You got to understand that. I'm going to show you. Watch this.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable. How many of y'all are ready for marriage right now? So why are y'all having sex? If you ain't ready for marriage, why are you having sex? Because the Bible says you have sex with a woman, you're married to her. That's what the Bible says. So if you're not ready for marriage, then that's a sin. You should stop before judgment comes. Because God he can judge you. I'm gonna show you judgments. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
The bed undefiled. When you're married legally, that's when God respects your relationship with a woman. One woman. Understand that? Read.
But whoremongers.
But whoremongers, meaning someone who loves to have sex out of wedlock, that's a whoremongerer. Read.
And adulterers.
An adulterer is somebody who has sex while they are married and they have sex and they cheat on their spouse. That's an adulterer. Y'all don't want to be that, right? Because this is what God is going to do.
God will judge.
God will judge. God will judge.
What is a nation? Some of the future
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, His word.